All right, people, we are back for another one. This one's going to be amazing because I'm going to talk to you guys about lifetime value, how to build lifetime value, how to create a client that's going to be worth $1,213. And every single one of your customers, you guys have to start thinking of lifetime value. How do I build lifetime value? Because here's the thing. If you guys charge $200 a haircut, right? And that client sits once in your chair, that's irrelevant. You might as well charge someone $30 and have them come to the shop for an entire year. So in this video, we're going to talk about how to build large lifetime values as a barber. I'm going to be laying out the step-by-step process. So for the next however minutes, I need you to sharpen up your ears and listen to me if your LTV is not over $1,200, because that's what mine was. And I'm going to teach you how to do the same. The one single-handedly most important skill that you need to acquire is not necessarily cutting hair. It's not creating content. It's not learning ads. You probably saw it already. It is sales. It is sales, guys. Most barbers lack sales skills, which should be the number one thing they learn. But unfortunately, they do not teach this in barber school, which is why I'm making this video. So you might be thinking, if they didn't teach this, then it must not be important. Not true. At the end of the day, all that matters is cutting hair. Yes, maybe 50 years ago, but now one of the most important parts of being a great barber is part of your everyday life. You might not realize this, but you're selling yourself every day. You're even selling your existing clients on staying with you. Now, guys, we all know this as barbers. Competition is really high. There's 3 barber shops around you, most likely. You know, there's barbers everywhere. 20% of people in high school now want to become barbers. So the demand of people wanting to become barbers is increasing, meaning the competition and skills are increasing as well. And cutting hair is not good enough. It's not the be-all, end-all for you to be able to get clients. So the best barbers in this industry aren't the ones who have the best fades. They're the ones who can build immense trust, communicate value, and confidently close clients. And more importantly, keep those clients coming around. That's the difference between 3K a month, 9K a month, and 20K a month. Luckily for you, we're going to talk about just that. I'm going to teach you guys in this video the Instagram sales framework. We're gonna go through 3 things. Most important thing, right, is you guys posting reels. Very, very important. If you're not doing this, then you're behind, right? But what you don't maybe know is you need 3 pin posts. 1 is a transformational haircut video, 1 is a lifestyle story video, and 3 is answering common objections. Obviously, the way you're gonna answer common objections isn't gonna be like actually answering them. It's gonna be based on the value you provide in your video. So if someone, let's just say, doesn't trust you, that's an objection. And if someone tells you, yeah, I'm not too sure, I'm considering going to another barber, that means they don't trust you. If someone goes and tells you there's a cheaper option somewhere else, that's because they don't see your value. So you need to communicate that through your content, okay? So this is what you need to figure out. These all help increase authority, trust, and letting them know who you're about. So this is the thing, right? When it comes to Instagram stories, guys, you need to be doing this consistently, and there's an actual strategy behind it. You have to be posting twice a day, okay? Twice a day needs to be at least a lifestyle sharing experience, and twice a week needs to be a call to action. I'm gonna give you guys the actual tactic. This is what your CTA should look like. Simple, black screen. You could take a screenshot of your table, or you could just import a black picture. Look at this. The reason why is you wanna create the demand. You wanna show that you are busy. So schedule for tomorrow, 10 a.m., 12. You see how all the times that you have available are crossed off? That's going to create urgency and scarcity, and you're going to go DM for 11 and 2 p.m. slots for tomorrow. Simple as that. White, big, bold text. You never want to follow this up with another picture. This is the only picture that you're going to put. Why? Because it's going to allow it to rank the highest. If you put another picture, I promise you, listen to me. If you do this right now, take a pause this video, post this, and come back to it. You're going to get a lot of views. I promise you're going to get a lot of views. But again, you want to typically do this in the morning. If it's at night right now that you're watching this, don't do it. Morning, first thing that you do not follow up with anything else, and watch the story views go up. That's it. All right, so CTA goes to DMs, goes to an inbound. That means they're going to message you. Goes to report. Now you have data. You know who to message back if there was no spots available for that time. It creates data. So as an example, if let's say someone goes, I want that 2 p.m., but it was already booked, you then could obviously go and qualify them again, go and tell them, all right, this is another time that works potentially for you, right? So you go and you create that rapport because you want to be able to filter out other people or filter in other people to other appointment slots. Current situation and pain. If anyone engaged with that story, create a list in your notes of those individuals to hit them back up whenever you have like slow days or you want to fill in your calendar. And then obviously lastly, fill in your schedule. Then what happens? Warm DMs. You want to make sure that what do? You do the initiation. So 10 to 20 DMs a day, followers, stories, engage, poll voters. And again, if someone likes this is your warmest lead. This is the lead that's going to be most likely going to convert the easiest, right? So what you want to do is 10 to 20 DMs a day from your followers. Again, anyone that follows you is going to be a very warm lead. And I would take it a step further. I think anyone in your phones list, like your actual phone number on your iPhone, those are your warmest leads, your warmest leads. But a lot of the times we're scared that we think that we're pitching or selling. But guys, at the end of the day, this is a business. If you don't know how to sell, and if you're not using sales as a tactic for you to get more leads, for you to get more clients, for you to make more money, you're just never going to win. Don't be afraid of selling. This is part of the business. The ones that sell are the ones making 20K a month. That's if you look at every business, they have really good product, really good marketing, and really good sales, right? So initial DM, rapport, same process, right? Build pain if you have to. Hey, I heard, like as an example, hey, what was your last haircut like? What did you like? What did you dislike about the last haircut, right? Things like this. Bring pain out because you're going to be the solution. So now we're going to talk about keeping clients. What you can do during the cut so the client will stay with you for years. Build trust throughout conversation. Ask questions to uncover pain. Paint a vision of future looks. I always hype my clients up. Like literally, guys, what I used to do is like, I can't wait for our hair to grow in this way so then we could do this as well. People love that because now you're building a story of like, this isn't going to be the only time I'm going to see you or you're going to see me, right? Educate them on products. Use future pacing. Like next time you see future pacing, it's almost like planting the seed in their brain of like, they're not going anywhere, right? And you could even say like, this is going to be better once this grows in. This is what you can do after the cut. Ask for rebooking before they leave. A lot of the times people don't do this. Guys, rebooking is guaranteed money. If you rebook a client, the chances of them coming back and the chances of also them rebooking and building lifetime value is so high. First shop I worked at, I think it was like Peter's shop in Toronto. He literally said like, if you don't rebook, we're gonna have a conversation with you of like what's going on. Because if someone doesn't rebook, that just means they didn't like their service. Like if someone loved their service, why the hell would they not rebook? Unless they really have a tight schedule and they don't know what's going to happen in the future, but everyone rebooks. Everyone wants another haircut eventually, right? And it's your job to communicate when they should come back. You don't really have to do beard trims and styling treatments. I still put it there just in case for you guys if you wanted to, but most of the upsells should be products. Referral offers, I always did this. Bring in 2 friends, get a discount. Bring in 2 friends, potentially get a free haircut. Again, referrals is really good because you don't have to, it's the lowest hanging fruit when it comes to gaining more clients. All you have to do is make sure you give a great haircut to the client that's sitting in your chair and ask them if they could bring in 2 people. And then I'll take a step further, guys. Listen to me very closely. Let's say you do an incredible haircut. This is a next level situation, right? You ready? I'm gonna give you guys the actual tactics. Listen very closely. You give someone an incredible haircut, you take a before and after of their haircut. In the chair, guys, before they leave, you're gonna go up to them and be like, hey dude, do you know any 2 friends that would be interested in getting a haircut like this? They go, yes. Can you give me their Instagram right now? Right there and then, guys, you grab their Instagram, you put it on your notes, you follow them, and you send the before and after of their friend, the one you just cut, to them. Say this message: hey, your boy recommended you to me, and I would love the opportunity to cut your hair. This is what I gave him as a haircut. Let me know when you're free for the next haircut. Let's lock something in. Something simple as that. But the whole point is you want to be able to capture their Instagram so you could go and send them a message later. Guys, imagine you do this 5 times a day. Imagine you do this 5 times a day. Think about how quickly you guys are going to get busy. Cool. Encourage tagging. Always collaborate with your clients. Follow-up texts, as you guys know. Always make sure you follow up. Hey, how was the haircut? Build rapport. Be creative with it. Don't make it seem like you're just following a script. I love that. Exactly. Especially with ChatGPT these days. Cool. Handling objections. You ready for this one? Handling objections. That might come up after you finish the client's cut. Can be extremely frustrating. I've gotten many of those. So here's a framework. Main objection type. You always get price. Price like, hey, it's too expensive. Time. I'll book later. Trust. I've had bad experiences. What does that mean? If someone goes, hey, you're too expensive, they do not see the value. Meh. Very bad. Time. I'll book later. It's not a priority. It's not urgent for them. Trust. I've had a bad experience. They need proof and reassurance. Framework. Lower their guard. Reframe the value. Ask questions. Make it frictionless. Build trust and show proof. Let's go through that. So guys, if someone goes, price is too expensive, they don't see your value, what do you tell them? This is what I like to say. If someone goes, price is too expensive, I tell them, listen, dude, 100%. I hear what you're saying, but would you be open, permission? Would you be open if I shared some of my reasons of why, I'm priced at the price point that I'm at? Sure, absolutely. Why not? Okay, cool. You see, I've invested in precision-based cutting. The way I cut hair is very much tailored. It's structured. I create a haircut that's suitable for your face. But not only that, but have you not experienced in the past where you've gone to the barber, then you've gone home and it's been very hard for you to style? Well, the reason behind this is because most of the time they don't know how to implement shape in a haircut. My goal is when I cut your hair, by the end of the haircut, one, I'm going to educate you on how to do it. But two, I want you to be able to recreate the exact style I left you with. Because for me, it doesn't matter how good you look in the shop. I want you to look your best even outside of the shop. I want you to look your best when you're at home. I want you to look your best whenever you decide to style your hair in the way you want to do it, so then it looks the exact same. That is why my price point's the same. And here's the thing, you don't have to come back as often to get a haircut by me, because the way I cut hair builds longevity. Boom. Boom. $100. Thank you very much. Next, I'll book time later. Yeah, no problem. For sure, I hear you. But would you be open if I shared my thoughts here? Yeah, what is it? Well, the truth is, dude, I'm getting quite busy. I'm getting booked up. And the whole point of why I always bring this up to my clients, especially like some of my regulars, they tend to do this quite often, is because I'm very busy. And the last thing I want you to do is not be able to book an appointment because you decided last minute that you needed one. I know when you should be getting a haircut based on the haircut I just gave you. So the whole point is that let's lock something in, and worst comes to worst, you have my phone number. If things change, we're good. I'll just change it. But at least you don't have to worry when last minute, when you're trying to book an appointment, that there's nothing available and then you have to wait an extra week or two. The whole point is that we'll guarantee a slot so then no one could book that specific time. Does that work for you? Great. Thank you very much. Trust, I've had a bad experience. No problem. Let's grab a seat. Let's break down exactly what I'm gonna do. This is where you guys want to have a consultation with the client. Trust is very hard to build through like pictures and stuff, but a lot of the times it comes down to communication and value. If you show confidence, if you break down a consultation with confidence, you literally break it down with like words like longevity. I'm gonna show you how to style your hair, and this is what I think is gonna look best based on these features of your face. Game over. Those three big words move the needle forward, right? Especially because no one ever has a consultation. It's very rare now that barbers still break down haircuts based on consultations. So if you sit them down, you have a 10-15 minute conversation, I think you'll be able to lower their guard, build trust, and close the deal. So guys, if you enjoyed this one, click the link below. And we're doing about a 30 to 45 minute consultation call with our team, our coaches, where we're going to break down your business, look through your Instagram, and tell you if we could help you and if you're the right fit for our program. We have our Learn to Cut program. It's our main program. You guys obviously know this, where we coach people through a 4-month process on skill set, mindset, marketing, and business strategies. We have literally the best coaches in the world. Very proud of what I've built. If you're interested, no problem. If you're not, please follow, please share, please subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.